second lady.
The billion-dollar US candidate. North Korea joins the war in Ukraine. Israeli clashes in the West Bank result in more deaths. Hi, welcome to 333. This is the news from the last 24 hours. With the results now in, the full scale of Donald Trump's victory is being seen as increasingly impressive. Winning 312 seats to Harris's 226, he also won the popular vote by some 5 million. The first time a Republican candidate has done so for 20 years. The coming autopsy for the Democrat Party will be difficult. The fact that Harris drew $1 billion in donations, as the Washington Post informs us, compared to the Trump campaign's $400 million, will sting even more. As Charlie Hurt of Fox News put it, quote, "Kamala Harris is our first billion-dollar candidate and she lost," unquote. Whatever conclusions are reached in the blame game now underway, it seems that this time, at least, money was not the deciding factor.
Where's the deal?
With the elections of Trump, there are now new calls for a peace deal for Ukraine. This sits alongside the multilateral talks that, as the New York Times writes, quote, "are already underway and have gained momentum in recent months," unquote. We can pray that all of these factors will lead to a conclusive result. Meanwhile, the war itself continues to expand internationally, with Canada sending its Nasama air defense system to Ukraine, Australia, Britain and Norway sending military boats, and Romania creating a training base on its own territory for Ukrainian Navy amphibious units. On the other side, Russia has supplied North Korea with 600,000 to 700,000 tons of rice in exchange for around 10,000 troops, 3,000 of which are currently positioned at or near the front line and which have already engaged in combat. Elsewhere, Russia renews its strikes on the capital Kiev itself, continues to experience high losses and continues to make small, consistent gains. Israel continues its new focus on the West Bank. The deadly clashes in Jenin continue as more roads and infrastructure are destroyed. Speculation grows as to what the IDF's actual target and/or goal in the area might be, while Hamas continues to offer resistance. Furthermore, the area of Tulkarem in the West Bank is also seeing a build-up of Israeli presence. Again, the precise motive of the movements has not been made public by Israeli sources, though the Times of Israel reports that, quote, "IDF says gunmen in the West Bank's Tulkarem targeted in drone strike," unquote. In the wider area of the war, the Israeli Air Force attacked the southern suburbs of Beirut and Baj in Lebanon, with a report from Israeli sources that the commander of the Hezbollah southern front was eliminated. While in Gaza, fighting continues across its entire length, from Jabalia and Beit Lahiya in the north to Khan Yunis and Rafah in the south. Current casualty estimates put the dead and wounded of Palestinians at around 162,000 and of Israelis at 20,000. The faint hopes for a resolution may have received a small boost with the recent US election. However, it is increasingly difficult to see past the horror and pain of the moment. Thank you for watching. At 333, we always strive to offer an unbiased presentation of the news. Let us know how we're doing, leave your thoughts and comments below, and see you tomorrow.